Well, absolutely, Saleh. And as you mentioned, having a youth population and then also having them go through issues of having to migrate for jobs, for unemployment and all of those other, problems that are plaguing the state for a long time now. What kind of, a promise has been made to mitigate that issue again is something that is going to be a very, very big question as the trends keep on emerging. Which alliance has been able to woo the voters, especially the youth, with regards to that? One cannot forget the 2020 harrowing images of when we saw the massive migrant movement out of Delhi back to Bihar and Uttar Pradesh, Bihar in particular, when the lockdown hit the national capital. And that also gives you a sense of, how massive the migrant population travels out of the state of Bihar to other parts of the country for employment. Can that issue be addressed domestically within the state of Bihar? And if so, which alliance will do it best? That is the question that probably voters had on their mind when they cast their ballot in this particular assembly election. Saleh.
Of course. Thank you so much, Dharamjot, for getting us all those details and getting us up to speed with the latest. Now we're going to go back to Mr. R.K. Upadhyay. So we were discussing about how the winds are now blowing in favor of NDA as per the latest trends. But now we know that the focus is on Nitish Kumar's future here. We know that the opposition has voiced concerns that even if the NDA comes to power, Nitish Kumar might not come back as the face of NDA. Do you think there's a chance of that happening, or again, these are just speculations?
Well, I think it's a real possibility that, he might be there just about a year or so. Because let's remember that he's getting old, and probably his faculties are not all that good. That's an age-related aspect. And, this alliance is lucky that, they're able to show his face and win this election. And I'm sure a next generation of leaders will come forward and they will take over. That's a very real possibility. But, he has been in the field for such a long time, and the people have loved him. And he has been one of the most remarkable politicians this country has seen. He has such a good reputation. He has a clean record, and then he's also known to be, a very secular man. That's the reason why, though Bihar has 17% Muslim population, they do vote for this alliance, because they know he, as the chief minister, will make sure that there are no, incidents of violence or criminal incidents that happen. So he has been a great administrator for Bihar. And in fact, when he was the railway minister in the center, he also did a great job with the Vajpayee government. And, he has shown his administration. And, in contrast, you have this RJD, which is a family-run, party. And I think that's one of the reasons why people have repeatedly voted for him, because they know if they allow the other group to come in, it's the family that will take over. And they have been known to be, ruling with the Gundas. So that is not a very good reputation to have. And, Jungle Raj was again, bandied around in this election by this alliance to scare away the voters. And I think that also must have had an impact on the final outcome.
Mr. R.K. Upadhyay, this issue of Jungle Raj that is spoken about, that is, of course, associated with the rule of Lalu Yadav before Nitish Kumar took over in the state. The fact is, it is a memory from so far back. Let's say someone who was born in the year 2000. He's now 25 years old and is voting in this election. How much of an impact does the issue or the memory of Jungle Raj in Bihar have on a 25-year-old voter who has effectively grown up seeing only Nitish Kumar in charge of a state where there are literally very few jobs to be had?
Well, that's a moot point. I think that's a moot point because it was all so many years ago, and the newer generations may not know how it was and what kind of an impact it had on Bihar. But the point that the opposition was making was, look, this is what this family is all about, and be careful. But I think more than all that, people have, have respect for Nitish Kumar, and this is kind of a farewell election for him. And, they're paying the respects probably, in terms of gratitude. So they are voting for him. Look, this is the last election of Nitish, let's vote for him. So that also sentiment could have worked. It could have been reversed. The people have thought that, look, Nitish is no longer going to be there, so why should we vote this election? But unfortunately for this alliance, it has worked in a positive way, and which is what we are seeing in the results. And looking at the way that the massive lead that the NDA alliance is getting, it looks like they could have very huge majority. It looks like
this is not just a regular electoral victory that the JDU NDA combined, the BJP combined is looking at. 159 is what the BJP plus seems to be leading at this moment, and 160 is the two-thirds majority in Bihar. So we are effectively looking at a landslide victory for Nitish Kumar, who's been in charge of the state for the last 20 plus years, and there is absolutely no hint of any kind of, the people of Bihar having a second thought of whether they should get Nitish Kumar back as their chief minister. It is 9:29 now. We'll slip into a short break. On the other side, we'll continue tracking what is happening in this very crucial election in Bihar, where Nitish Kumar, from the trends, it does appear, could be back as the chief minister if these leads and trends continue to hold. Stay tuned with us. We'll be back on the other side.